Welcome to our session today on requesting and combining Blackboard courses. My name is Jason Rohde, and I am the Assistant Director of Faculty Development and Instructional Design Center at Northern Illinois University. I'll go ahead and put my image down in the branding frame so that you can see my picture. I'm glad that you're here today to view this very quick session looking at requesting and combining Blackboard courses. As of spring 2009, NIU faculty now have some very easy-to-use tools available at their fingertips for requesting and combining Blackboard courses. Previous to this time, faculty would actually have to go through a kind of a formal request process where they'd have to email our ITS help desk and request access to in particular, combining master courses where you have multiple sections of the same course, perhaps, and you want to combine them into a single Blackboard course section. There really was no way for faculty to do that, and so our ITS developers have created a building block for Blackboard that now makes it possible for faculty to do this themselves, to actually go through and combine courses or request new courses and have them all combined. So I want to walk through that process here today very quickly, and then try to point out the various tools available and now what's called the Blackboard Faculty Tools. It is a new building block that's available in Blackboard for NIU faculty, and so we'll jump in and take a look at that in just a moment. If you could be sure to maximize your screen if you've not already done so by clicking the square that's in the upper right-hand side of your window. If you could please click on that, maximize your screen. We're going to go into application sharing in just a moment, and I'm going to share my desktop with you. And so in order to make sure that you can see the screen entirely, be sure to maximize your screen. What I'm going to take a look at and point out today is actually all available online as far as step-by-step directions. So if you're a person who likes to kind of follow a step-by-step checklist of sorts, if you head over to this page on the Teaching with Blackboard site, niu.edu/blackboard/getting-started/bft.html. I know that's a mouthful, but if you just search the NIU site for Blackboard Faculty Tools or BFT, this page will come up, and it'll have step-by-step instructions of what I'm going to walk through here today. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and switch into application sharing mode. It'll take me just a moment to set this up, so just please bear with me here as I enable this. Just take one moment here. Just about set here. Thank you for your patience. Okay, and so with that, now you should shortly be seeing my desktop, and you see that I've logged into Blackboard. And what I'm going to show you today, I'm actually logged into the Blackboard, one of the Blackboard testing servers that NIU has. And you'll notice up here it says QA, the board installation here that we're going to take a look at. So I want to show you very quickly basically the three types of requests that you can perform inside of Blackboard. You can request new courses, new shells, and then also combine and request master courses. So to get started, simply you need to log into Blackboard with your NIU account ID and password. After you've logged into Blackboard, click on the Services tab. And here you'll see, there we go, On the Services tab, you'll see several links here. The one that says Blackboard Faculty Tools, you're going to want to click on this link right here. This is where you'll go anytime that you want to request Blackboard courses and course shells. This is a process that, as far as Blackboard courses, you want to request that you'll need to do that every semester in which you use Blackboard. So before we jump in, though, let me talk very quickly about the difference between a course and a shell. A Blackboard course is, by definition, it is a course section in Blackboard that has actual students, and it's the same students that register for that actual section in the registration records system. So Blackboard and NIU's R&R system, they synchronize a couple times a day, and when that happens, any new Blackboard later that day. Likewise, if they drop the course, they're removed automatically from the Blackboard course. So that's how the difference between a course and a shell. A shell, on the other hand, is more for development purposes. So you can think of a shell as a place where if you wanted to work in advance on using Blackboard, you would want to go ahead and request a shell, and you could be developing in that. The difference between a shell and a course, shells are always unavailable. If you try to make it available, it will be disabled. It will become unavailable once again every time the system synchronizes. That happens. Also, the major difference here is that the shell is for development purposes only, so you really don't want to try to teach from it. You can develop a course content and structure in a shell, and then you could then move it over into a Blackboard course when you're ready. So we've logged into Blackboard, we've clicked on the Services tab, and now we're going to click on the Blackboard Faculty Tools. And here you see that this is the new building block functionality that ITS has developed. It's custom to NIU, so this isn't a feature that necessarily other faculty at other schools that use Blackboard have. It's a custom fit for NIU. And so here you see 3 links. You can request a new course, request and remove shells, and request a master course. And I'm going to go through and demonstrate each of these quickly, and then see if anyone has any final questions here. So the first thing, and if you're already using Blackboard, you may have used the old Blackboard Faculty Tools before. I think they used to be called the Blackboard Faculty Course Utilities, FBCU, something like that. But it was a separate website that you would log into, and you'd have to submit your Blackboard request, and you'd have to do it one course at a time. Now you can actually do it in kind of one fell swoop using this integrated Blackboard Faculty tool. So what you do, let's say you wanted to request, let's say you're teaching courses this summer, and you want to request all of those courses. You would just click on this Request New Course, and now you would pick the term that you are the instructor of record for. Now this is really important because notice that Blackboard knows that it is me that it's logged in. So it's going to pull up any courses that I am the instructor of record for. So if you know you're scheduled to teach a course and you don't see it, it's not showing up, likely there is some paperwork that's not finished yet between your department and the registration and records. So that's probably the holdup there. And likewise, only the instructors of record can request the Blackboard course section. So TAs or co-instructors, for example, only the person that is listed as the instructor of record will be able to request the courses. So you select your term. There is a copyright non-commercial use notice that you need to read, and by submitting, you are accepting it. It basically says that you're not going to try to make money, extra money, by teaching your Blackboard course using Blackboard. And then here you'll see any courses that you are the instructor of record for that given term. So here you see there are 2 courses that I am the instructor of record for. So in the old system, you could only do this request one at a time. Now what you can do is you can actually go and you could select all of the courses that you want to request at once. If you had quite a few and you didn't want to actually check each box, you see this drop down here. If you select, if you make sure that select all is the option that you see in this drop-down pick list and click the Go button, it will check all of the buttons that you have here. And then simply clicking Submit. Now, after this next page loads, you'll have a window where you can confirm your request. Try clicking again here. Everybody must be on Blackboard right now over lunch, as the request is a little slow here as we wait. But a page will come up where you'll confirm the request. It's going to show you these are the two sections that you want to select. And now by clicking the Submit button, this finalizes the request. So this will, when you're finished, it will be a final request. And you'll have a notice then that'll let you know that the request that you've just submitted will be processed within by the following business day. So Blackboard and PeopleSoft are in our system. Sync up twice a day, about 9 in the morning and about 3:30 in the afternoon. And that happens during working days. And so because it's over the lunch hour right now, as I resubmitted that request, by about 4:30 or 5 p.m. this afternoon, if I log into Blackboard now, I'll see my new Blackboard courses that I've requested. So that's requesting a Blackboard course. If you use the old Faculty Blackboard course utilities, which was pre-spring of 2009, then you're already familiar with that process. The next type of request that you could make would be to request or remove shells. And now again, a shell is for developing a course ahead of time. So courses will show up, actual courses that you can request, they will show up in Blackboard as soon as students can be registering themselves for those courses. So for example, middle of March, the summer and fall course catalogs became available to students. And it was at that time then that now those courses can be registered in Blackboard. So if you're teaching, or as of right now, if you're teaching summer or fall, you could request those courses anytime. If you're teaching, let's say, a year from now, that course schedule is not published yet, so you would want to request a Blackboard shell to start some development in advance, and then when you're ready, you can copy from your shell into the actual Blackboard course. So to request a shell is very simple. You click on that second option there. Here you see some shells that I've already requested, and because I'm not currently teaching any courses here at Northern, I don't have the option to create a new shell right now, but you see I have a few shells that ITS has set up for me in the past that I could actually remove if I no longer wanted that shell. For example, this 210 here, let's say that I want to remove that. I just click the Remove button, and it'll load and it'll ask me, are you sure you want to remove this? And you'll confirm the action, and then it will delete the shell from your list of Blackboard courses and shells that you have access to. The requesting of a shell is a very simple, straightforward process. You just walk through. It'll prompt you to put in the course number for the course in which you're developing the shell for, and like I said, that will also be created at the end of the next business day. That will be available. So really the major new tool that is now available in Blackboard is this request and manage a master course. Now, the idea with a master course is, let's say you have multiple sections of the exact same course, or perhaps that course is cross-listed, so maybe it is offered in the catalog with several different course numbers. The way the new PeopleSoft system works is it has to generate actual Blackboard sections or course sections depending on whatever the course number is. So you might be offering a single course, but it could be cross-listed 3 different ways. And so in theory, those students show up in Blackboard in 3 different course sections. And many faculty don't want to deal with, obviously it's very burdensome to try to put the same content in 3 different places. It's very redundant. No need to do that. And so if you'd like to combine courses into into what's called a master course, you can do that. Also, now with the new MyNIU system, if you offer a course and you offer it as both graduate and undergraduate, the exact same course, it again is listed as technically as two separate courses in MyNIU as far as for registration purposes. And so because of that, those students are associated in Blackboard in those separate sections. So often what you'll want to do is just combine those into what's called a master course. And then you just make one of those sections the course where you're going to put the content, and then have all of the students will be kind of merged into that single Blackboard course. And like I said before, in the past, this was a process. You had to submit a request, kind of an email to ITS, and then they had to manually set this up, and it was very tedious and cumbersome. And so now this is all part of this Blackboard Faculty Tools. So let's say you know you're going to be teaching this coming fall, and you know that you're going to want to combine some courses. You can go to this request, manage a master course. Click on the link, and just like the other tools, you pick the term and click submit. And then you'll see a listing of all of the courses where you are the instructor of record for. Now here you can see that I have 3 sections of Comms 195, and let's say that I want to combine these 3 into a single Blackboard course. Well, what I need to do is pick which of these courses is going to be the master course. And by this, this is going to be the course where I'm going to put the content. This is the course that the students will actually see when they log into Blackboard. So they might be registered for Section 2 or Section 3, but when they log into Blackboard, Section 1 is the one that they'll have access to, and that's the one where you'll want to put the content. So you simply select that I'm going to say I want Section 1 to be my master course. I'm going to pick that one by clicking the Make This a Master Course button. Now Blackboard is going to ask you, okay, now that you have the master course selected, what are the other courses that you want to associate with that master course? And so here you can see that, let's say I want to obviously add Sections 2 and Sections 3 of Comms 195. I would just check the boxes next to those courses and then scroll down and click on the submit button. Scroll down here so you can see that. So then there's a submit button at the bottom, and we just click on that. Then again, you'll have a screen that'll come up. They'll just ask you and kind of want you to confirm that these are the steps that you want to take, and click submit, and that's it. Click OK, and now that process will run. It is possible to disassociate courses after you've requested them. However, it's not recommended because there are a lot of advanced settings that you would have to go in and adjust in those different courses. So really, before you combine courses, make sure that you know that this is something you want to do before you jump in and combine those sections. But definitely, if you are looking to teach multiple sections of the same course and you want to streamline the process of using Blackboard, you'll want to take advantage of this request and manage a master course. So I'm going to pause here. That was really the bulk of what I wanted to make sure to cover here today in this session. And I just want to pause and see if anyone has any questions as we wrap up here today. I'm happy to answer any other Blackboard-specific questions. If there are no further questions, I'm going to go ahead and end application sharing. So as I mentioned, I am available to answer any remaining Blackboard questions. Otherwise, a great place to find more details about Blackboard, whatever the feature may be, is the Teaching with Blackboard site at www.blackboard.niu.edu. I just want to point out that NIU is planning an upgrade of Blackboard over Memorial Day weekend, and Blackboard will be unavailable. There's a scheduled outage from Saturday afternoon of Memorial Weekend, I believe, till Sunday night. There'll be a major upgrade that involves a brand new grade center in Blackboard, so the grade book will be brand new, and there's a lot of new functionality coming to that, as well as some other great new tools like integration with Facebook, with iPods and iPhones. There's also a new instant messaging tool that'll be coming called Pronto Basic, which will allow for synchronous chatting, similar to like an instant messenger client, other instant messenger clients, but this will be specific to academic uses. It will populate the list of participants directly from the students' course list, so they can very quickly connect with either fellow students or instructors. So it's a great new tool that's coming to Blackboard, and we have details about all of those new features on the Teaching with Blackboard site. Again, that's at www.blackboard.niu.edu. Hi, Merle. Great question. How do you set up a discussion board on Blackboard? I'm going to go ahead and end our archive here, and then I will jump in and I will answer that question for you.